It's so crunchy. Alright. So first things first, we're going to take all this wood. We got to get cut down to size. I'll put the size on the screen for you, so if you want to do this, you'll be able to do this as well. Once we get everything cut down to the size we need, we're going to go ahead and we can assemble the bottom base. Then we're going to go ahead and be able to get that out of our way. Then we can assemble the middle layer. I guess it's really the top. It's going to be obviously where the bed frame sits. I suppose I should tell you that we are creating a queen size bed frame today. Once we get the top layer done, then we can also move that out of the way, and then we have to create the backboard or the headrest, however you want to call that. Once we get all of those together, then we can go ahead and assemble the whole unit, make sure it all fits, and then we're going to go ahead and I'm actually delivering this one. So we're going to take it all back apart into those nice 3 easily disassemblable and assemblable pieces and throw it in the truck and ship it on out, go get it delivered to where it needs to go. So with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get all the measurements that we need, get them out, and I'll pick you guys back up. You'll get to see all this, but I'll pick you back up when I've got my act in order here. I'll see you then. It's so crunchy. Alright, so got my act in order, got my cut list. I'm going to start with 2x6s, and we're going to go ahead and get this puppy run. I mean, aside from this thing almost ripping my pants down the whole time, there we go. That is all of the material we need. Cut to size, ready to rock and roll. Now what we need to do is get a straight edge, grab the paneling for the back of the headboard, I guess the front of the headboard. Either way, front of the headboard, get that cut down to size with a straight edge, rip down there, get that cut up. Then we can cut it up to the side of the bed frame that you'll actually see, and then we can start drilling holes and get this thing assembled. Let's get to it. Yep. Probably should clean this mess up first. So let's do that. base is done. Whew. That's one of three things we need to get done here. So I'm not entirely sure how long that took, but it took a little longer than I think I wanted it to take. I made a mistake back here. Over here, I don't know. But when I measured for this board, I made it so that it was supposed to span the gap back here. But then when I made this board, I cut it short so that I could stick this in here. So easiest thing to do was cut this board back down so it fit in between there, slap it up in there. 1.5 inches isn't gonna hurt anything. So got that fixed up, good to go now. Next step is going to be to build the next layer that sits right on top of this, which is what's gonna make the bed look like it's floating. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the measurements I need for that, get that slapped together. That should go pretty simple, pretty quick and easy, this one. So we'll get back to it. There we have it, the frame for the actual bed. Boom. So we'll go ahead, take the measurements we need from this, build the headboard, put the paneling on the headboard, and then we've got all three pieces that we need. Then we can go and get this thing delivered to where it needs to go. Well, I guess there's still a couple more things. I still gotta take that, put it on the sides here and the front, get this thing looking real good. So I suppose we still got quite a bit more to do. So I guess let's get after it. Instead of taking my time and measuring the first time and making sure I got it just right, I didn't do that. And now I got to go back and basically redo everything I just did because they're not in the right position. So I got the numbers right now. We'll run them, get them where they need to be, and then we'll move these three boards. Although, I think I did that wrong. What the fuck? finished. All I gotta do now is take her apart. She's in 3 pieces. Bottom, top, headboard. Done. Throw it in the bed of the truck. Screw this all together once we get there. And then that's it. So as far as I can show you, this is where we're at. Boom.